Okay, today's topic human heart. Okay, see, the human heart is the central pumping organ of human. It is located in mediastinum, the region mediastinum. What do you mean by that? See, located in mediastinum. Mediastinum means the space between the two lungs. The space between the two lungs is called as an mediastinum. So the heart is located in mediastinum. See, in the external structure, it is a hollow, muscular and conical shape organ. Hollow, muscular and conical shape organ. Okay, conical shape organ. Muscular, what kind of muscle? Cardiac muscle. It's made up of cardiac muscle. It's a special kind of muscle, cardiac muscle. Then it is enclosed by double wall membrane. It enclosed by a double membrane. The heart is enclosed by double membrane, right? So this membrane is called as an pericardial membrane. Pericardial membrane. So the pericardial membrane, so the heart is enclosed by the double wall membrane that is called as an pericardial membrane. Pericardial membrane. See, in between the pericardial membrane, there is a fluid called pericardial fluid. Pericardial fluid. Are you clear? In between the pericardial membrane, there is a fluid called pericardial fluid. What is the function of this pericardial fluid? It acts as a shock absorber. Okay, it acts as a shock absorber, and it prevents the heart from mechanical injury. This fluid prevent the heart from mechanical injury. Are you clear? Mechanical injury. It is this fluid. What is that? Pericardial fluid acts as a shock absorber, and also it prevents the heart from mechanical injury. That is an external features of a heart. Okay, then internal features. The next one is internal features of the heart. Internal structure of the heart. See, how many layers of heart, how many chambers of heart present in the human being? 4-chambered heart. Okay, 4-chamber. We are a warm-blooded animal, so we need a efficient supply of oxygen or energy to all parts of the body. That's what we have, a 4-chambered heart. The upper chamber is called as an atrium. Atrium or auricle, both of the same. Auricle. Okay, atrium or auricle. How many atrium and how many auricles? How many atrium or how many auricles are there? 2 atrium. One is right atrium and left atrium. Right atrium and left atrium. And the lower chamber is called as an. Lower chamber means this is an upper chamber, this is a lower chamber. This lower chamber called as an ventricle. That means right ventricle and left ventricle. Are you clear? So the internal structure will start from the chambers. There are 4 chambers in human heart. Because we are a warm-blooded animal, we need to a sufficient or efficient supply of energy to each and every parts of our body. That's what we have a four-chamber heart, especially mammals and birds. See, the upper chamber is called as an atrium or auricle, that is right atrium and left atrium. Then the lower chamber is called as an ventricle, right ventricle and the left ventricle. Are you clear? So the atrium, the two atriums are separated by interauricular septum. See, this two atrium is not mixed together, right? They are separated by interatrial septum. So, atrium is separated by interatrial or interauricular septum. Interatrial septum. Okay. Then, like that, the ventricles are separated by interventricular septum. Are you clear? Auricles are separated by interauricular septum. Ventricles are separated by interventricular septum. Then auricles and ventricles are separated by auriculoventricular septum. See, auricles and ventricles are separated by auriculoventricular system. Auriculoventricular system. Okay. That is a separation. That's what. There is no mixing in oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. There is no mixing in oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. Are you clear? That is a separation. Okay. Then the arteries. The upper chamber is called as an arteries. The wall of an arteries are thin. Wall of the arteries are thin. Wall of the arteries thin in nature. In ventricles, they have a thick wall. Ventricles, they have a thick wall. See, that's what I draw like this. Okay, thick wall. And auricle, they are thin walled. Okay, the two auricle wall of the atrium or auricle, they have a thin wall. The two ventricles, they have a thick wall. Why they have a thick wall? The wall of the ventricle is so thick. What is the reason? What is the advantages here? Because the ventricle need to pumps the blood to all part of the body, right? That's what the ventricle have a thick wall. Ventricles have a thick wall. They need to pumps the blood in a high speed or high pressure. That's what ventricles have a thick wall. Then the wall of the atrium is a thin. Wall of the atrium is thin because they have pumped the blood into the ventricle. See, the atrium have a thin wall. Why? What is the reason? They pump the blood into the ventricle, right? That's what they have a thin wall. Are you clear? Ventricle have a thick wall. Auricle have a thin wall. Why? What is the reason? Two atrium or two auricle pumps the blood into the ventricles only. But in the case of ventricle, it pumps the blood into various parts of the body at a high speed, right? That's what they have a thicker wall. The next one, we learn about the blood vessels present in the human heart. Blood vessels. See, blood vessels. How many blood vessels or what are the blood vessels present in the human heart? See, blood vessels. Blood vessels. See, there are 4 blood vessels. One is called as superior vena cava. Superior vena cava, the inferior vena cava, and coronary sinus, pulmonary artery, and systemic aorta. We'll learn one by one. Number 1 is called as an superior vena cava. Superior vena cava. Okay. Vena cava. Plural. Superior vena cava. See, this is called as an superior vena cava. What is the role of the superior vena cava? It brings deoxygenated blood from the upper part of the body, above the upper part of the body. So, it carries what kind of blood? Deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated, that means impure blood. Deoxygenated blood from the upper part of the body. Upper part of the body. Okay. Then the second one is called as an inferior vena cava. Inferior part. Okay. Inferior vena cava. Inferior vena cava. Where it is present? This is called as an inferior vena cava. So it carries blood from, or it carries blood. It carries blood from inferior part of the inferior part of the body. Are you clear? Upper part means above the heart. Here inferior, below the heart region. So it carries inferior vena cava, carry the blood from the inferior or lower part of the blood, lower part of the body. And the third one, that is called as an coronary sinus. Coronary sinus. See, this is called as an coronary sinus. Coronary sinus. Coronary sinus. So, coronary means heart. So, it carry blood from wall of the heart. Okay. Walls of the heart. So, that is called as an coronary sinus. Coronary sinus. So, in this atrial region, three blood vessels is there. One is called as an superior vena cava, inferior vena cava and coronary sinus. Superior vena cava, it carries deoxygenated blood from the upper part of the body. Inferior vena cava, it carries blood from the inferior part of the body. And coronary sinus, it collects the blood from the wall of the heart. That's what is given as a name. What is that? Coronary sinus. So, these three blood vessels carry deoxygenated blood. Are you clear? Deoxygenated blood. Okay. The next one is called as an pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery. The next blood vessel, the fourth one is pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery. See, when we are discussing about the difference between arteries and veins, we learnt all the arteries carry oxygenated blood except the pulmonary artery, right? So, the pulmonary artery, it carries deoxygenated blood from right ventricle. See, it carries blood, deoxygenated blood, oxygenated blood from left ventricle. Okay, sorry, right ventricle. Are you clear, children? Right ventricle. So, the pulmonary artery, it carries deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle. Right ventricle for what purpose? For purification. Right ventricle to lungs. Lungs for purification. That means oxygenation, exchange of gases. Purification. The fifth blood vessels, that is called as an the big blood vessels that is arises from the left ventricle, that is called as an aorta. Aorta is the biggest blood vessel in our body. That is called as an systemic aorta or systemic blood vessels or aorta. Systemic means body. Aorta, it's a big blood vessels, okay? It carries oxygenated blood from the left ventricle to all part of the body. So what is the role of the systemic aorta? It carries oxygenated, see, the only oxygenated blood from left ventricle to all the parts of the body, okay? So that's all about the blood vessels in heart, okay? So totally five blood vessels present in our heart. Number 1 is superior vena cava, inferior vena cava and coronary sinus. Number 4 is a pulmonary artery. Number 5 is a systemic aorta. The pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood from right ventricle to lungs for the purification, okay, purification of blood. And systemic aorta, it carries the pure blood, that means oxygenated blood from the left ventricle to all other parts of our body, okay? That is a internal and external structure, okay? In the next video, we'll see about the valves of the heart. We'll see in the next video, okay? Thank you, children.